Hey everybody, Bobby Chiu here. So another decade has passed and I figured why don't we make a video about taking a look back at where we've been. And as I started making this video, as I started planning it, I was thinking, wow, most of the things I want to mention that really meant something to me or really big accomplishments were from the last 5 years, from the last 3 years, from the last year. And then I started to notice a pattern. It wasn't like I wasn't reaching my goals in the beginning bunch of years of the decade. It was more that my goals were longer than a year. And that's what I found to be one of the perhaps few things that I did really right in the last 10 years is that I had these long-term goals. Now, when you think about long-term goals, a lot of times we actually are thinking a 1-year goal, a 6-month goal. I'm going to give art 1 year. Has anybody tried to do that? You know, you were doing accounting and then you're like, I want to be an artist. I'm going to give myself 1 year. That is very difficult, very, very difficult. I'm a very diligent person. I'm a very consistent and hardworking person. I went to school for approximately 4 years. Now, I could have did some things a little faster, and there's many things that I've learned in hindsight. I could have sped up the process a lot, and a lot of these things I talk about in the previous YouTube videos, but that was something I wanted to bring up. 1 year goals, generally, a lot of times we overestimate how much we can do in 1 year. However, a 10-year goal, like what I've been doing, just having these big, long 10-year goals, a lot of times we underestimate how much we're able to accomplish in 10 years. I never would have thought that I was able to accomplish so many things in the last 10 years, from creating a Emmy award-winning TV show, to having balloons in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, to building up an amazing resource of incredible top-level instructors for Schoolism.com, and literally traveling the world, and then to creating LightBox Expo. The very first one had 10,000 people come out. If I could pass on any advice to any of you guys out there, if I could just talk with you individually, I would probably tell you all the exact same thing, and that is to dream big, be very consistent in what you do. Look to serve. It's a great way to make the world a better place, and it's a great reason for other people to want you to rise. And lastly, be constantly learning, because the whole entire world is, and it's evolving at such a rapid rate. If we're not learning as well, then we're going to be left behind. Now, a long time ago, I didn't really believe in myself. I wasn't too sure about what I want to do. I had very small goals, and I emailed a couple of my favorite artists at the time. One actually called me, talked with me for a very long time, explaining to me that's more about the attitude that you have, the actions that you take that will get you to the skill level that you want to get to, and that will get you the success that you want to get in your art careers. And then after an hour of talking to me and convincing me that I can go from where I was in my career, which was very, very little, to wherever I wanted to, I told him, you know, you changed my life today. You've given me such confidence that I've never, ever experienced before. How could I ever repay you? And he said, when it comes to a point in your life when you can give back to somebody else, give back to somebody else, and we'll call it even. So I just like to say, if any of these videos have helped you, that is my objective. And if it has helped you, pass it on to somebody else in your life, and we'll call it even. This is Bobby Chiu. Thank you very much.